Hello, this is the keynote of the role of the knowledge management in requirements management. We start with a little sit, and this is a requirement is something that the product must do, or a quality that the product must have. A requirement exists either because the type of the product demands certain functions or qualities, or the client wants that requirement to be part of the delivered product. That part of test is for Robertson and Robertson in 1999. Okay, the requirement process. We understand that requirement management involves handling volumes of significant information that can be in constant transformation every day. The ability to model and have analytic thinking is required, and the development of this task is more complex when involved in different organizations. Having failures in these phases can incur system interfaces error and connection errors between components and APIs. Usually, when these errors are found, it is done in a very advanced phase of the project when it's more difficult to repair them. It's useful to have a well-defined concept of these processes to deliver efficient results. Okay. Some requirements documents are written at a high level of broad abstraction. For example, contract documents written skip details so they don't have to rewrite document as requirements matter. In general, requirements documents do not start with the details. They superhuman cognition by first providing high-level information and then providing details. Incompleteness and ambiguity are necessary at some levels of specification. But this need for ambiguity has not been adequately addressed in a method search. For example, models must be easy to understand and build. Separation of the stakeholder concerns help in his regard. Other method is modeling methods must allow for stepwise decomposition and refinement. Since systems are too large to model as a single layer, it's very difficult. Okay. The overview of the requirements process is when the requirements are written by, for example, identify that an organization must deliver. This is the start of a requirements management. Have a consensus among users and provide specifications of designer. This is the part of the requirements manager test his abilities to abstract the process of the company for a new application or make a new feature, and is translated for the design system, software architects, and other parties that transform a real-world systems into a list of functional requirements and models. It's the same thing. These topics or points of the requirement process put to test the skills of the management to deliver a high level product in the analysis phase. This is the four dimensions of the requirements definitions. In knowledge organization effectiveness discusses four dimensions of knowledge management, which he calls logos, sophos, pathos, and ethos. And that is the current image that you see. When sophos and logos is a part of an individual knowledge column, ethos and pathos is the group knowledge. Logos represents information management and individual level. Sophos represent what an individual has learned over time throughout experience. That's its knowledge. Pathos represents personal collaborations with others about current situations and social distribution of a knowledge. Ethos represents the culture, history, and knowledge of the organization. Okay, the second part of this keynote is the work of my partner Anderson. He continue in the rest of the video. Thanks.
Soft system methodologies. Requirements allow to determine the needs of the software project covering is the most relevant aspects. Using ontology, the concepts, relation, and properties are transformed into the XML. XML is a standard development by the World Wide Side consumer. This is the basic terminology needed when modeling system functionality. Addressing problems with the requirement management practice. Is this the activity track requirement organization that record the information collected? During the election, the model is the can be made of the more than on the one requirement. The large number of independencies between the part of the system is also factor the complex. This is the conceptual graph for evaluation based on social nation. Cognitive theories, knowledge, and requirements managers. Improvement is social the level of team building to the improvised cues of the project action are similar to task and requirement more through that operation. Here are trying the developed cues of the tasks. Cognitive theory applied to the information integration. The paragraph joined the content in the fact the people, chat, and the organization have a common model. Make a better execution of the system at the Scrooge level. System made different name relationships, levels, details, normalization, and dominant coverage.